Dr. Mostofo became interested in teaching math because his high school math teacher made math come alive for him. He studied secondary education with an emphasis in math at GCU, and he started teaching math at a Phoenix area high school. He prepared this lesson by referring to Arizona's college and career readiness standards, identified the formative and summative assessments, and designed the learning experiences with appropriate math academic language. Observe how he delivers the lesson and engages the student in actively participating.
Okay, let's go to the new stuff. That's just a quick review. So let's go to page 3. We're on the chapter on systems, but now they're not equations, they're systems of inequalities. So it's going to be 2 of these on the same graph, a shade above or below.
Shade above.
So I just usually put an arrow above right next to it. So you should have a D with an arrow going upward after that. So we're going to have a dashed line, we're going to shade above it. Start us out. Martin, what's the first one?
We need to go 3 on the y-axis.
Good job. Up 3. Then tell me where to move after that, Martin.
2 down and 1 to the right.
Down, 2, 1, right. Down, 2, 1, right. So B is the answer. All those points in point B. Sometimes maybe I would circle them instead of putting a semicircle. It's up to you. But you want to start thinking of double shading area. Let's make sure it makes sense. Look at the original problem again. Start us out on this one here. Will, is it above or below the dashed again?
It's above the dash.
Okay, so make sure, is your area shaded, Kobe, above the dashed? It's above the dashed, but at the same time, Elizabeth, is it below the solid? Mm-hmm. So we're above the dash, but at the same time, we're below the solid. Okay, good. Let's go to the next one. So now you got the steps, and it's double shaded right there. Okay, let's try this one here. It says y is less than 2/3 x minus 4, and y is less than or equal to negative 3 over 2x plus 1. Follow the steps. Take about 20 seconds and write down D or S for dashed or solid and put an arrow next to it. I'll call on 2 people here. Take a second. I'll have somebody come up and do this one up here. How about, Lauren, how about the first one? What'd you label it as? She put dashed and an arrow down. Sierra, you agree with that? Yes. Dashed, arrow down. Let's see the hands. How many got that? Dashed and arrow down? Good job. How about Allison, second one?
Solid and an arrow down.
Okay, so S, arrow down. James, you got that one too? Okay, so there's both of those. Second, we're going to go ahead and graph them both. So take a second, go ahead and graph them both. I'm going to come around and check and see how you're doing. Martine, you want to come up there and graph those? Yeah. Okay. Martine's going to graph them up here. We're going to check our work with yours.
So
graph his, or you graph yours, and we'll check with you.
Okay, so we're going to start on the y-axis.
Down 4.
Good. 4. We have 4 in here, and then we're going to go up 2 and to the right 3. 1, 2, and then 1 right here.
Dash to solid.
It's going to be dash.
Okay.
So we're going to graph it like this.
Check your work as you finish up here with Martine. Go ahead and graph the next one.
Okay, for the next one, we're going to start at 1, and then it's going to go down 3 and to the right 2.
So 1, 2,
3, 1, 2.
Perfect.
And this one's going to be solid line.
Solid line. Okay. Let's let everybody stay up here for a second. Step to the side. Let's take a look real quick at your picture first. Allison, you agree with the picture so far?
Yes.
Okay, so we got the solid line going down that way. James, you agree? Yep. Dash line going up that way. Let's label the regions. How do you want to label them, Martine? You just pick.
It's going to be like the A, B, C, and D.
Okay, let's talk about this now. A, B, C, and D. Let's see which one we're going to talk about shading. Y is less than. So this says below the dashed. We're going to go below the dashed. Martine, which letters are below the dashed?
C and D.
C and B? Maybe circle those so it's clear for everybody. So see what he's doing? He knows he's going to be down here, guys, somewhere in the bottom. Let's see the hands. How many got that so far? Okay, Martine, you're on a roll. Below the solid.
Below, it's going to be D and C.
D and C. Draw a semicircle. So which one's overlapping?
C.
Go ahead and shade it in. Nice job. The bottom area was shaded. Let me see the hands. How many got the bottom area shaded? All right, good job. Let's give Martine a hand real quick. Good job, Martine. Anyone asked me if there's any shortcuts last hour? Anyone notice anything? Someone last hour said, I think there's a shortcut. Everyone likes shortcuts. James, did you find one?
Well, Kobe and I talked about drawing the arrows really helped us. Like if we draw the arrows on the negative slope line and the arrows on the positive slope line, really helped us see where the shading should be.
That helps. Someone last class said, if they're both less, it's got to be in the bottom. If they're both greater, it's got to be at the top. But if they're one of each, it's going to be on the sides. That makes sense. Let's draw the arrows. So James, what arrows did you draw? So it's greater than the negative line?
Yeah.
So what did you do? Draw little arrows like this?
Going up, yeah.
Look what he did, guys. He drew a bunch of arrows like that. Then what did you do for the other one, James?
And then arrows going down on the solid.
On the other ones?
On the other one, on the solid, on the positive slope line.
And so what happened? This area was double, right?
Yeah.
That area was double shaded. How many got that one correct? Some of you see your mistake. A couple of you had the left side shaded, okay? So nice job. Let's go. Another one here real quick. The shading is where some of you just kind of stopped right here. This is the newest stuff. Anyone have some ideas that with your partner you discussed that we might talk about the shading? What do you think? Sierra?
There's no double shading.
No, let's try it. Okay, so what'd you do? The first one, did you go above or below?
Below.
Let's use James' method. I like his little arrow method. So I'm going to write these bunch of arrows like this, right? And then the other one's above or below? Above. Make the arrows again. So Sierra said there's no, did the shading ever overlap?
No.
It never overlapped. Anyone have an idea what we might write then? Good job. No solution. This one would be considered no solution. So please take a look at 5 and 6 together. Take a second with your partner, maybe about 30, 45 seconds. You guys discuss, where am I going to shade? There's 4 areas. You made like a T. I'm going to go around and see what you think. Talk about this one then, Allison. Where'd you guys shade? It says greater than -3?
Yes, so that would be to the right.
Yeah, even though there's no above or below, it's to the right. So everything to the right. But then after that, Elizabeth, is it above or below the other line?
Up below.
So where was your final area shaded?
Right there to the right, underneath one.
So the bottom right kind of area? Let's see the hands. How many got bottom right? Okay, good job, guys. We're going to go ahead and pass out your assignment.
Similar to what you just observed with Dr. Mostofa and his approach to teaching math, all teachers must be knowledgeable in their content, whether it is special education, early childhood, elementary, or another secondary content area, such as history or English. Take a moment to reflect. How will you demonstrate mastery in your content area?